Hello there, welcome back to Oxygen Not Included here on our experimentation colony where we're going to try to do things better. Obviously, our goal here is to have a 20-minute episode, but with edits so that you see progress. I've been looking at how I've been going so far, and while I've been doing edits and doing stuff, not a lot of progress, and not a lot of views on the videos, which, I mean, that's okay, but I'm trying to think, what can I do better? So we have a goal in mind. Here's what we're going to do. Obviously, we're going to still work on getting this stuff prepared and, little things. We're going to go for a food. All right. So when we look at all of our foods, the best one that I think I can get and go for is this, the Frost Burger, right? We need barbecue, which is not a problem. We've got hatches. We can do Sweetles. Or we don't have Sweetles. We can do hatches. We can do other things. Um, Lettuce and frost buds. So in order to do that, um, we need a farm for sleet wheat, and we need farms for lettuce. Now I was thinking, okay, well, if I do those, like lettuce requires bleach stone, for example, if we want to fertilize it and stuff, right? Not the best, because while there is bleach stone on the map, it's a limited finite resource until you start making it. In order to make it, you have to use gold, and unless you have a gold volcano, which I don't see any present on this map, there is in, of course, the universe, but that's hard to do. Salt water's not a problem. We have the geyser. And temperature is not a problem. We've got hot all over the place. Sleet wheat, when we look at it, it's easier, but again, it requires dirt. And while you can make dirt out of different things, again, it's kind of a finite resource and whatnot. So the question was, all right, I do have one pip. He's right here. He's got all these seeds here that hopefully he's going to plant and turn this into a nature reserve. What if I took this pip and I used him to make some natural farms? And he'll lay eggs, and maybe I can even put him in a ranch to ranch him. Unfortunately, I have no food for him until we get an arbor seed or something, but you never know on that, if the pod's going to drop one. Or I go somewhere else where there's arbor. Well, I got one of you now, a sponge slug. Not very useful, because they just soak up liquids, which is okay. I don't know. There's things you can do with them. Anyways, so I was thinking, all right, well, natural farms. So let's start with lettuce. So this is a warm area. It's 30 degrees. We can eat. Choke. We can easily maintain heat. What if we made a maximum size farm, 96 tiles, and we maximize, right? So we put it right underneath our transporters here. We go over here to 96 tiles, right? That could be the farm. We could do another one right here. Now, we would lose a couple blocks here because of the sand. But that would be okay, because we can fertilize, not with bleach stone, but we can actually fertilize with the fertilize machine, and we can handle fertilizer because we have lots of mud and rot piles and stuff like that. So we can turn it into an actual farm, right? You're going to start digging? All right, well, you start digging. That's okay. Now, we're going to leave all of this natural tile. So that means we will put a roof on it, of course. In fact, no. We need to maintain temperatures in these. So, we would do this. There we go. Don't trap yourself up there, you moron. All right. We're gonna need some ladders and stuff, obviously. Let's do that so that we get a ladder in place and we can start putting it. All right, so this would be our door right there. Okay. And then we're gonna do the same thing over here. I don't know if I'll put a door over here, but we're gonna my goodness, use the shift key. Even then, I'm putting it all in the wrong spots. All right, dude. dude. All right. There we go. Let's so you don't chop your head off there. I really didn't. I needed. Well, that's fine. It's putting some in here, which I kind of need. And actually, that reminds me. This lettuce. We want to change this to where it's like that. So the door is on the upper portion of it, so that we have just a slight layer. This, if we build this actually, here we'll just put a 9 on that. If we build that one, we might be able to capture most of this salt water. Otherwise, it's just going to go down there and freeze. So this is my goal. I'm going to build a lettuce farm here, and then it'll take a while to get it all planted because the pip will put them in here. They're going to go slow until we get more pips. But and that may be something we can do, as well as if we get an egg from the pip egg, we'll put it in an incubator and we'll move forward so that we can get it taken care of. Right? I'm going to cancel this for right now, so we just... And I'm going to cancel this one because I want this liquid in here. We already got this liquid trapped, so we're good. All right, so let's let these guys build across here and get this done. So that we're all taken care of and everybody's happy and all of that. And I'm going to focus on that. Now, at the same time, we're going to do a sleet wheat farm. So I was looking at, okay, well, where do we do it? Obviously, we need cold, right? We could do it up here, but we got this machine in the way. We got the fossil in the way. There's not a lot of ground to get a 96-sized farm in here because these farms don't have to be high because both sleet wheat and lettuce are just one-tile plants. There is this section down here, which would be a little bit better in that, for example, you know, we could come across like this area here. We'll lose a couple tiles, but that's okay because we will have some machines. So that could work. But it would only be one farm. And I would like to have 2. The other thing I was thinking is, obviously, we could put it somewhere else and just cool the area down. It would take longer, but we could do that. Excuse me. We don't really want to put it into the mud areas and stuff. There are areas where there's places. We haven't dug everything out, so there's places that we can use. One of the others that I was looking at that possibly could be used is we could do something up here because we can easily get, you know, the length we need. We lose a couple copper blocks possibly, or that's where we focus our fertilizer machine. And then we just protect the top and stuff. That's a possibility, but there's a lot of this regolith that if we can't dig out from underneath, you know, because then it just drops away and it's gone, right? So that would be difficult. So I'm going to look around for where I want to put the sleet wheat farm, but for right now we're going to focus on this, which you can see is going very well. And we'll be back once we progress that. And of course, we're going to continue to progress this because we got to dig all this out for our turbine and cooling system for all of this. So we'll continue that as well. So we will be back when we have this built and ready for planting. See you then. Hello, everybody. All right, welcome back. We're checking in. Guess what? We have a nature reserve. Excuse me. Of course, I start coughing as soon as I start recording. So our pip went ahead and planted a marrow, a thimble reed, some meal woods. We even got a bluff briar in here. So awesome job. We took the pip out because just a couple cycles later, we have accomplished the beginning of our 2 natural farms. And if we take a look at the overlay of harvest, we've already got waterweed planted by the pip. And we're bringing in more seeds. You can see here we're starting to store up seeds from around the map. So that is awesome. We've also got this tagged, so it is a farm. So our our farmers will come over and do that. We put a algae terrarium here to slowly get oxygen because we don't have suits, and you know, some of our guys like Ranchi here, who's new, are very slow. So we're gonna set these up here. We've got the farm station. We're gonna need fertilizer so that we can handle that. So we're gonna go ahead and set this up as well. And then once we have the metals, we will come in and we will put in auto sweepers. We'll put one here and one here and one over here so that we can cover the entire thing, as well as a distribution system so that we can pick up all the water weeds, send it back to the base and stuff. But for right now, we're not going to worry about that. It's perfect. So temperature, of course, is going to maintain for now because this is a hot area. But at some point, we'll probably want to put some temperature overlay in here. Maybe it's just we put in lights as an example, because those would produce enough heat to keep the temperature above 22 degrees so that these things can grow. But yeah, I mean, that's awesome that we got this taken care of. When we're ready, we'll move the pip down here, but for now we'll keep him up here and try to get as much as possible as far as what we're doing. We did go down and we were digging up, of course, all of these water weeds in places. We've got them all tagged, so as soon as we get those dug up, we'll transport the seeds over there. And then here in the middle, as you can see, we're working through this, so we'll get all of this set up so that we can start building and whatnot. That is our goal, so we'll have to, you know, tag this all around so that we can start getting things taken care of. This will take a little bit longer because we're going to have to do it bit by bit so that we can get in here and build this and not let the gas out. But our goal is first just come over here and put in a lock, right? That's our goal, is to put in a little lock right here. So actually we don't need that one. We need this one built. So I'll deconstruct this one. And then we will dig these two so that we can get up here. We'll build this one, and then, you know, we'll start getting our lock ready. And then, of course, we need to start continuing with this to dig all this out so that we can get ready with our other stuff. In fact, before I do that, let's put this in place so that we can reach it and just take care of that. Is it actually leaking through this little gap? Might be. That's amazing. This is activated, but we have no power. We're starting to build the power, so we're gonna have to watch that. Right now it's active, so it will start overflowing soon. So I'm gonna put a door on it so that we can lock it and not overflow that. And then I built these two chests because I want to go ahead and start picking up all of this stuff. So we're just gonna tag it all, but we will take off the water. There we go. Cool. So that is our plan. So next I'm going to start on getting into the sleet wheat farm. So I'm gonna look for a place to do that, and then we will be back and we will get that started. Alright, welcome back everybody. So we will go ahead and end up the episode by showing what progress we've made. I think this was a good episode and much better focused. Obviously we've got our farm over here. You can see it's pretty much completely cleaned up. I mean, there's a little bit of granite here that we'll pick up. Excuse me, our friendly little Pip, he's been busy, you know, so we've got these already planted. You know, it's taken him a while. We got plenty of seeds. Oh, well, there's some, yeah, he's picked them all out. They're right here. There's 46 seeds, so he's got lots of seeds to plant. You know, it'll just take a little bit of time for him to do that. And we are, of course, if you look at them, we do have Farmer's Touch on all of these, so we are growing a little bit faster. Not much, but a little bit. So that's good that we've got that going on, and we're gonna get these going. As far as our Sleet Wheat Farm, we put it here. We decided to go with here. Now, of course, this is a warmer area. It's not super warm, but it's warmer. So you're going, why? Well, because this was the area that we had the most available ground. So we can plant all of this with sleet wheat. You can obviously see here we have a plan. We're putting in radiant gas pipes that we're going to fill with hydrogen. We're going to loop those up, and we're going to put them here so that we cool that hydrogen and we cool that area down. And then we're going to bring hydrogen, obviously, from our hydrogen vent, which, good news, we have diamond, so we put the diamond tiles in. We have steel, so we're putting in our thermal aqua tuner. All we have to do, excuse me, is research our steam generators, but we don't need that to get started. We've already put the power spine over here to get things going. Speaking of which, I need to start activating this and empty that out. And we're putting the cooling system in here. So really, I mean, we pushed through and did as much progress as we could as quickly as possible to just plow through and get things done. I'm going to put these here because at some point we'll probably want to access the bottom of this. So, we've got things here to obviously build out. For example, we need to put in our stuff here. We're going to need to put in our bridge. We're running low on igneous, so we've been mining that. So we'll have to get that. This we will take here to there. And again, we're already out of igneous. So we've got lots of igneous on the map. We just have to mine it out. We're mining some of it here. We're just going slow because we're building this at the same time. And then we're also mining all of it out over here. We've got lots of igneous we can pull from over here to get things. As soon as we build some of that, and of course going down, same thing, we'll access all of this igneous. So we'll continue working on that. Meanwhile, we did put in a little bit of extra power here, simply because, I mean, plug slugs are good, but they're not quite doing what we need them to do. So we're going to have to watch that. We are building up the hydrogen. I'm going to let it build up a little bit more. We put in this so that we can get the eggs going faster. And cycle them through, and then we put an extra generator up here too, just so that we have enough power, because at times we were running out. Food-wise, you can see we're getting low, and that's because, well, we've heated up the base, and so, this isn't growing, and really all we're eating is this. We're starting to get hatches and lots of extra eggs that we could turn into barbecue, but we don't have a system set up for it. So, yeah, we've got some opportunities with the food stuff. We may have to do some temporary food things to get us by until all of this gets going. Now, obviously, this will take a little bit of time. The sleet wheat's going to take a little bit of time because we're going to have to cool it down up here, which does mean I need to come back and put a barrier through here to do that. So that's going to be fun. A heat barrier, I mean. And we're going to have to, on the bottom at least. We already got the top. And we need to expand our capability of getting barbecue. Because our goal, remember, is to go ahead and get... the Frost Burger, because it's really good quality. It's massive amounts of calories, considered as a soul food, giving well, it's a -2 in athletics. I didn't know that. Interesting. Radiation did well. I mean, I don't know. It's what we've chosen to do. We're making all this effort. Obviously, we can just do frost buns. We can do other things with the lettuce, but yeah, That's what we're shooting for at the moment. I've never been too specific about foods, and obviously we'll have lots of different ones because I like variety, you know. But we'll see, and yeah, we'll go from there. I'll probably bring the pit back up here at some point too and plant more thimbleweeds in the nature reserve, just because, you know, we don't have to. We'll just let them grow and stuff. So yeah, hopefully we get an arbor tree so we can feed our pip. You know, it'll lay an egg when it dies, and so we'll put it in here and incubate it. But yeah, we need a little bit more. Anyways, it's good news that we are going through the steel and we're getting things done. Waiting for coolant. Oh yeah, because I cut the power off down here. We need to put the power back because I replaced all of this wiring. So let's go ahead and do this. Well, of course, we will stick it here for now. Why not? That's a bad location to put it. Never mind. You can probably see why. I mean, it's a good location, but we need to flip it because we need room for that. I mean, that's an okay location. There we go. I decided to do the power spine a little bit more simply because you know, we don't have a super good system yet. Oh yeah, I need to do this. In place yet to put together our you know what I'm saying. Wire. Deconstruct, deconstruct, deconstruct. Okay, there, okay. No? You're not? Okay, we'll snip it. There we go. I should have thought of doing that in the first place. We'd still have to fix it, but... Alright, we get this. That gets power to this side. So, that's good. Now, of course, this is going to be a little lock right here, so this will come in right here. So what we need to do is that and that. Cool. All right. Getting all of this set up, you know, fun stuff. All right. Well, anyways, that completes this episode. In the next episode, obviously, we'll try to get, we should be able to get all of this running in the next episode now that we have the steel. So it's just a matter of getting some water in the right places and things like that. And we should get this running too. We'll just have to concentrate on getting some igneous rocks so that we can finish the piping for the hydrogen, because we got to go all the way down to here. And then we've got to put in a power system for all of this that we haven't built yet. So yeah, that'll probably be our focus in the next episode. And in the meantime, I'm just going to put in a bunch of additional farms because I don't have the cooling. Well, actually, I do here. We can fix temporarily. We can fix cooling issues. Really issue. We can just put this right here as a temporary, hey, we need the food growing. Let's cool this down. I can do that up here too to get the temperature down to the right temperature. Whoa, I'm a genius. Not really, but I'm a genius. Yeah, we've got plenty of ice. I might as well put one in each so that we can start cooling this down, because then we can get the sleet wheat planted sooner instead of waiting for all this. Plus, it'll be easier to maintain the temperature once we get the cooling system in. Awesome! We'll do that. All right, well, we'll see you guys all in the next episode where we will get our power systems and our food taken care of, and we might think about another project. I like these two projects. They're really good. Obviously, we got to expand and work on our hatches to get the meat. Barbecue! So that'll be another focus. We got 2 ranchers, so let's go for it. See you then, everybody. Take care.